Welcome everybody. This is Matt Monarch, and right now we have 0 viewers because it takes for a second for it to go out. Here we go. Here they are. What's up, Sophia? What's up? Okay, so you can ask your questions here on Instagram Live, here on Facebook Live, and here at news.therawfoodworld.com/live. What's up, Jennifer? Hello, everybody. Wow, it's crazy. On Facebook, you could just easily bring someone on camera now. What's up, Cindy? Okay, so here we are. This is Beauty Regimen Week. If you're watching me on Instagram, watch my story. It was funny. It's going to be on YouTube tomorrow or tonight. So ask your questions, and we're going to go into a little bit of beauty in the meantime. What's up, Steven? Thank you. Does I look good? All right, so here we go. So beauty. So we just had all the living libations. We still do, actually, the living libations. Hair's on point. I'm about to talk about that. All of the living libations shampoos and conditioners. We have the True Blue Spirulina in the 120 ml and the 240 ml, and the Sea Buckthorn and Shine On hair conditioner, their original shampoos, in the 120 ml and the 240 ml. We sold out of both of the 240 ml shampoos, but we have everything else. But you can get the shampoos in the smaller size. So I was talking to Crystal, our beauty expert here at the rawfoodworld.com / many other titles. And she's heavily into the Living Libations products. And I was asking her, what's the difference between the True Blue shampoo and conditioner versus the Shine On hair conditioner and Sea Buckthorn shampoo? And she says, the Sea Buckthorn shampoo and Shine On conditioner duo makes your hair clean, soft, bouncy, shiny hair. I haven't had that in a while. It's been at my, I finally got some in today. Or last couple of weeks ago. So I've been using the True Blue Spirulina shampoo, and she says this makes your hair extra clean, hydrated, soft, and voluminous. So today I tried the Sea Buckthorn shampoo with the Shine On hair conditioner today, and it is making it more bouncy and shiny and clean and soft. So it's actually working. It's super soft and it's really cool. Anyway, so we have the Living Libations shampoo and conditioners, except for the 240 ml large shampoos, at cost right now. They work. I have a video coming out on YouTube showing you the procedure I utilize to do it. I actually use shampoo and conditioner 2 times. And when I do the conditioner, I put a lot in and I get my hair all set. You know, I put conditioner all in my hair, and then I shave as the conditioner is in there, and then I rinse it out completely, and then I dry my hair by just taking all my hair and just like wringing it out a bunch of times, and then I take a little bit of the Living Libations conditioner and put it in afterwards, and I leave it in until the next time I shampoo and condition. No need for gel on the first few days. I'll use the Best Skin Evers if my hair starts getting crazy, like you guys have seen it do that before. Anyhow, we also have the Best Skin Evers at cost right now, actually below cost because I totally blew it and I ordered way too many. So let's take a look. I have some questions. So in terms of beauty, mainly we want to be working from the inside out versus outside in usually, because it's our health that is key. And the #1 most important thing that people don't get is all they have to do is control their animalistic desires of eating a specific way. And if they can nail this down, you're like way ahead of the curve. You are going to be like more beautiful than everybody your age. And it's simply by being able to control what you eat. That's it. That's the #1 beauty secret. But people can't do that. So if you can like nail in that willpower, that's everything. Then the beauty just starts coming like crazy. Your skin just starts to look really good and stuff like this. So we've got to harness that willpower, desire for life, just to stop eating. Yes, you're going to get cravings. You're going to be shaking. You're going to want to eat Twinkies. But it's that willpower that gets you to like overcome the suffering that happens. When you eat the Twinkie, the only reason you're eating the Twinkie is because you're suffering. You can't control yourself. You would rather do that and stop the suffering. So you have to endure. And the reward is beauty, plus health, plus void of pharmaceutical drugs in the long run. So what we want to be doing is eliminating refined sugars and processed starches, which is bread, pastas, cereal, cookies, candy cakes, Twinkies, Oreo cookies, all of those different things. We want to be eating cooked whole foods. You can even eat animal products, such as eggs. Eggs are probably the most healthiest food. For a cooked food eater, that's the #1 food I always recommend is eggs, the egg yolks especially. Has all the vitamins, fat-soluble vitamins you need. It's ideal for beauty. Vitamin A, which you can't even get on a raw food diet. You get pre-vitamins on the raw food diet. It's pretty crazy. On a raw food diet, you cannot get the whole fat-soluble vitamin A, retinol, which is like a huge beauty nutrient. This is what they use in many, but they use synthetic form. There's massive side effects, and there's actually been people having like issues with cells dying in their brain from using like Accutane and stuff like that. In the long run, it's no good. So we want to get vitamin A naturally. People are probably wondering, I could get vitamin A on a raw food diet. You get it from carrots. No, that's beta carotene. They're carotenoids. They're pre-vitamin A. And they convert in the human body to retinol. However, research shows that only about 5% of all of it, 4 to 6%, is actually converted into retinol. So this is why vegetable juices is really critical on a raw food diet, because you absorb more. Also, there's been research showing that when you eat avocados with vitamin A, and avocado has vitamin A in it, there's a new study out that shows that it can actually increase the conversion rate to up to 10 times more of beta carotene and other carotenoids to retinol, the full fat soluble vitamin A. This is critical for our beauty. So like, good thing I eat crazy amounts of avocados, and I've been drinking cucumber juice and carrot juice, and there's a lot of vitamin A in avocados. Well, not the full fat soluble vitamin. So anyway, so what we want to be doing, and then, so refined sugar and processed starches are the most damaging foods to the human body, and in fact impact our beauty in a huge way. #1, it impacts hormonal levels, insulin. It raises insulin. And when you have insulin is okay, it's important for many things, but when you overdo insulin, when you eat soda, when you drink a soda can, you're eating 3 tablespoons of sugar. Your body can handle like 2 teaspoons of sugar at one time without being too much. So, and fruit is completely different. There was actually a study showing it doesn't spike insulin like refined sugar and processed starches do. And when you spike insulin, this is the fat storage hormone. It takes excess sugar and stores it as fat. So refined sugar and processed starches, eliminating these things, are the key into becoming more beautiful and healthy in the long run, to avoid pharmaceutical drugs, to avoid dementia, to avoid diabetes, to avoid all the diseases out there. So fruit, I was talking about this clinical study. There was a clinical study done where they took 3 tablespoons of sugar water, which is like drinking a soda, and they had the participants drink that, and their insulin shot up super high, and then, I mean, their blood sugar levels shoot up super high. So then insulin is shot in because it's so much, too much insulin comes, and then their blood sugar dips really low and then normalizes after many, many hours. So what they wanted to do, that's Gypsy, my dog, by the way. So what they tried to do was they wanted to test if the same thing would happen with fruit. So what they did was they took blueberries with the 3 tablespoons of refined sugar, and so they're just adding blueberries to the mixture. So it's more sugar. So they were thinking that it was gonna like make the sugar spike go even higher. But what actually happened is it didn't go as high and it didn't dip as much, and the insulin levels didn't go down as much from adding blueberries. And so they thought that it might have been the fiber. So what they did was they added blueberry juice, which would be like another tablespoon of sugar. So it'd be like 4 tablespoons of sugar, and the fiber is not in there anymore. The sugar spike almost went as high as it did, but it didn't, and it didn't dip as low. It actually helped the sugar curve, and it was like straight blueberry sugar juice. And they came to the conclusion that there was extra phytonutrients in the blueberries that actually prevents the cell walls from absorbing the sugar. So it's a lot different with fruit. The whole blueberries, the spike wasn't as much as the juice, but with fruit, it's not the same as like refined sugars and processed starches, which is great. However, if you don't want to overdo sugar either on a raw food diet like these 80-10-10 guys, or like I have done for the first 18 years of my raw food journey, I didn't realize it until I did an experiment for 6 months. That's how long I lasted on this raw vegan ketogenic diet. And on this raw vegan ketogenic diet, I didn't realize I was eating so much sugar until I stopped. It was mainly through the form of carrot juice and the low glycemic coconut water. So the main thing is internally eliminating refined sugars and processed starches is the #1 thing we can do. It's good to like not eat all day long. It's good to, it's called intermittent fasting, where you eat 2 solid meals a day or 3 meals a day without snacking in between. Because every time you eat, you spike insulin. You can't avoid that. And then the more insulin, the more issues you have with our beauty. You don't absorb as much if you're eating all day long because your liver's always at work and things like this. So tomorrow on my newsletter, I did day 1 of my beauty regimen. I wish I could put this image up. Day 1 of my beauty regimen is going to my list tomorrow. Day 2 will be Thursday. And I've been doing this technique to where it's been like working on my wrinkles. I mean, I have a lot of wrinkles on my forehead because for the first 10 years of creating a business, I'd be lying in bed, like stressed, going like this, thinking all for hours and hours in the night. But like, I even had wrinkles over here, and they're kind of going away. They're there, but like, I found this little technique that I discovered that's going to be shared Thursday. Also, if you follow us on Instagram, you'll get it sooner if you watch my story. So let's take a look. I like the Shine On hair conditioner and sea buckthorn shampoo. This is crazy. It's like rocking the house, man. Okay, so let's look at questions. Okay. Hair's on point. Skin, hair, nails. Okay. On about 5 days of organosilica. Cool. Be patient. It doesn't happen in 5 days. What's up, Rose? How's your hairline? Is it getting thicker? Look, it's like I have all these smaller hairs that are like coming out. I don't know. Yeah, I think my hair is looking pretty good. I do lots of stuff. So for many years, I used to wash my hair once every like 2 months. It was crazy. And I don't think it was that beneficial for me. Now I do it once or twice a week. I try to do it twice a week. Okay, so here we are. Let's look at the questions. Let's come to Facebook. Okay, Tom says I need to collaborate with him. All right, Tom, shoot me a Facebook message. What's up, Tanya from North Carolina? Hey, Erica. I'm doing good. Erica came to our raw food retreat. You know what I do really good with is when people when they drag their husbands along. If you want to get your husband who wants nothing to do with raw food to eat healthier, bring them to our retreat. Like, ask Erica here. No, the worst eater in the world, impossible to change, and now he's like totally into it. I present it in such a logical way during the retreats that it's like really good. Our next retreat is in June. It's the one where we do the San Pedro ceremony. And it's gonna be very powerful. We're at like 22 people. A lot of people are about to sign up, maybe 23. Okay, we don't have that many questions today. What's going on? But we got lots of viewers. Okay. Okay, so Terry writes, where has Simba been? He doesn't interrupt anymore. He must be zoned out on the catnip laced CBD oil. Yeah, absolutely. But I also feed him right before the event, so he stops. Erica says, I'm the master. Is your husband still doing it? So tomorrow, join our newsletter list at therawfoodworld.com, and then tomorrow you'll get in on the first day of my beauty regimen. Second day, we're going to go into this anti-wrinkle thing that's actually seems to be working for me. And nobody's asking questions. The husband whisperer. I guess that's a yes. What's up, Leslie? Okay, what was the mineral tube that baby was sucking on the video? Okay, so check this out. Let me get it. I can actually take some right now. And I have a B12 patch on. I haven't been taking B12 patches in a while, so now I'm getting back into it. Instant energy when I do it. I feel it. Okay, so this right here, these two products are exactly the same. One is the doctor's line, one is the online retailer's line. They let us carry both. My daughter, Leandra, who's 2 years old, one time I was just drinking one, and she wanted to try it. Oh, look, here's ones that she didn't finish. 2 of them. And so what you do is you peel it off and you just drink it. And this has all the minerals the human body needs. It's ocean water that's cold filtered. They do it through the marine phytoplankton bloom, to where marine phytoplankton, zooplankton eat marine phytoplankton, and they take the ocean water with it, and it filters through the zooplankton, and they secrete this saline solution here that is, I feel it already, it feels very good. Very like nourishing, like it works on a plasma molecular level. Under a microscope, it is almost identical to the human blood molecule, even more than coconut water or carrot juice. So my daughter saw me drinking this once, and then she started drinking it, and she wanted to drink the whole thing. Then months go by, and I wasn't even doing anything. And then I was on Instagram, and then she asked for one of these, and I gave it to her. She drank the whole thing, and then drank probably like a little bit of a second one. And I was like, this is just like baby sense. Like, she was just going with like her needs and stuff like this. And then what happened was, the second time on Instagram, she did it again. And then a third time, she thought she wanted it, and then she took it and she went, blah, like, I don't want it. Because it's like her body didn't want it at that time. So it's just like she must have needed the minerals at those times. And when she didn't need the minerals, she was just like, forget it. So this is like a very powerful, potent thing. And they used to go for $55. Now they're $39.60 on our website at therawfoodworld.com. They changed their pricing structure, which is awesome. And right now we have all of our at cost specials. April's just came live. Unfortunately, the chocolate tree products that I put on the newsletter didn't make it in time. There was a misunderstanding. It was supposed to be here on March 26th, and in the email I said April 26th because I was thinking of April at cost specials, and it didn't make it. I'm trying to see if we can get them, and they might, if they can ship today, they'll be here Thursday, but it will delay your order until Friday. Okay, so it's the exact same brand. Kinti, they're the exact same product. What happened was they first came out with this one, which was for the doctors, but then they didn't want online competitors. It's the same company, Ketone. They didn't, these are both available at the rawfoodworld.com. They didn't want the competitors to like lower the pricing or any of the online competitors, so they created the Kinti Essential 3.3. If it's for children, the 3.3 will be better because it's easier to handle. When you take this one, this is what I like personally, because you snap off the first one, and then you put it over your mouth, and then you snap over the other side, and it comes out in a vortex, and it energizes it like vortex with water. It's the same exact contents in here. There's also a less concentrated one on our website. You want to get the 3.3 and the hypertonic. This is 3.3 Kinti Essential, and this is ketone hypertonic. The isotonic is 1/3 the concentration. It's the same price. It's a waste of money from my standpoint. And the 0.9 is the same thing. I feel it. It feels really good. It's very nourishing. Minerals is probably the one thing most humans are deficient in, and minerals are critical for building collagen. It's like some of the cofactors that are needed for amino acids and enzymes to work to build collagen. And there's no RDA on minerals. The soils are depleted. This is what is missing. And then silica is a mineral, which is the key mineral for boosting collagen levels for beauty. Since we're talking about beauty and stuff, the organosilica, which we have at the lowest price available, as low as $17.62. We also have the G5 Sila plant, which is double the concentration. It's more for people with arthritis. Organo G5 and this one are both like at the same price. This is the most absorbable silica that I know of, and this is making my hair grow like crazy. I just started taking it again, and everything's just going bling. Unless you use the Shine On hair conditioner, it becomes bouncy. Okay. So top 2 beauty products, the minerals that we need in the human body that we're missing. These 2 things here would be amazing after diet. And make the dietary improvements while taking this. I'd rather you not take these at all, don't even buy these, and just improve your diet. That alone will make you more beautiful. You gotta eliminate all the refined sugar and processed starches. That right there is huge. Crazy things will happen. If you could do that at the same time and get excited about it and do this at the same time, then it's gonna be multiplied. It's gonna have like a, what do you call it? Not an infinite effect, what's the thing where you go, anyways, my brain is not working tonight. It will be working 10 times more efficiently if you were to do this with an improved diet. Yes. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Exponentially. Yes, that's like my favorite word. Okay, I really want to know how to reduce wrinkles. I'm in my 50s and my skin looks much older. Seems I'm low on collagen and I don't know why. I'm not raw, but vegetarian for a long time. Okay, stop right there. Vegetarian is not usually good the way most people do it. I'm not sure if I had enough protein for a long time. Also, I've been prone to stress. Anyway, what to do now, please? Okay, so we're going to talk about internally working on wrinkles right now. Tomorrow I have an external technique, which isn't nearly as good as the internal technique. Okay, so when a person is vegetarian, they're usually loading up on refined sugars and processed starches, which are the most damaging foods to the human body. Vitamin A is also, okay, so vitamin A is critical. It's the retinol is critical, that you get that from animal products. Not that I don't eat animal products. I drink carrot juice and avocados, and I'm trying to figure a way to get fat salt. I'm looking at experimenting with new products and stuff. I don't know what we'll be able to figure out here, but I'm on a mission with it. So the main thing, what you're probably doing is you're spiking insulin on an ongoing basis because you're not eating animal products, and you're probably eating refined sugars, processed starches, or flour, even the healthy grains that are probably in a flour form. So the main thing is just to eat healthy. I would need to know all the details of what you're doing exponentially. Okay. Okay, so let's see what else is going on here. How long do you think we'll see results from silica in the hair? Is it best to take on an empty stomach? I take it on an empty stomach with my juice and stuff like that. Okay, so most likely you'll start noticing your hair growing longer and your nails growing faster within 2 to 3 months. If the reason why your hair isn't doing this in the first place is because of silica deficiency. Also, as I was stating, when you improve your diet, this will work 10 times better when you're eating healthily. Because one of the causes of your hair not being good might be a dietary issue. So, so let's say a person gets migraines, and the typical human American eats 13 to 24 tablespoons of sugar every single day. That's typical. So CBD oil has been shown to many people have been said it's helped with migraines. CBD oil activates many kinds of receptors, serotonin uptake receptors, so it can help with that. It can also help with, there's CB1 receptors in the brain that it activates. So this is probably why these things together, and also activates TRP receptors, which are responsible for pain and temperature. So it activates all these receptors. It definitely has the potential to help with migraines. But maybe the cause of the migraine is the fact that you're eating 13 to 24 tablespoons of refined sugar every day. So maybe it would be more effective to eliminate the refined sugar than to take CBD oil. But if you were to eliminate the refined sugar and take CBD oil at the same time, now that CBD oil is going to work for you like 10 times better. So what I'm trying to tell you guys with these supplements for beauty is if you can improve your diet by eliminating the things that's causing us to need pharmaceutical drugs, to cause us to become overweight, to cause wrinkles and things like this, if you can eliminate those things while taking these products at the same time, then these are going to go to work for you like crazy. So if we could just and then comparatively speaking, if you could just control what you eat and be healthy and go through the suffering and pain that is involved when you start going through those cravings and you can't control yourself, if you can endure that and get over the hump of that pain and suffering, because that's obviously there's a pain and suffering there, or it would be very easy to control what you put in your mouth. There's something going on there. Maybe it's emotional issues, maybe it's so many possibilities and scenarios. So at that point in time, if you can do that, now you're ahead of the curve. You're going to be, everyone your age, you're going to be more energy. You're going to look better. You're going to be way more vibrant. People are going to think you look good. They might try to attack your diet or whatever you're doing, whatever. And then you start taking these, it would be awesome. So the main thing is to harness that willpower and desire for life in order to flourish physically. And then a side effect is beauty. Beauty. Okay. So here we go. Okay, so we got all those. Can you pour a vial into water and drink throughout the day? Absolutely. We're talking about the ketone quintessential. Yes, you can pour that in water. I actually have distilled water here. Sometimes I do that. Put the minerals back in. Okay. Did your receding hairline grow in on silica? Can't believe I mentioned that. Okay, so the reason why I started studying all this hair stuff is because I started freaking out because I felt like my hair was receding. Maybe it isn't even doing that, but look, if you take a look here, that's the extent of my receding hairline. So maybe it is, I don't know. It freaked me out at the time. So now I'm like willing to gracefully age. Look, I even turned a little red. So what happened was I started doing all the research on all the hair stuff. That's why I created a hair kit and all these different things. So my hair grew longer for sure from doing that. And it does seem like I have like all these hairs like this long now. So I don't know. I don't know. All I know is my hair and nails started growing super fast. Whether it can fix this thing that I'm going through, I don't know. Hopefully it's not even an issue. Okay. Okay, so her husband went off the diet, but is returning back because he feels like crap. He would have never felt like crap. He wouldn't have realized if it wasn't for me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Exponential, yes. Compound effect. Okay. How many cucumbers are in your juice? Let me get another one. It's Thursday. Here's my cucumber juice. I mean, it might only be like 1 or 2 cucumbers. 3? I mean, no, like a cucumber it juices a lot. I mean, cucumbers are seriously like $4 for a bag of like 50 of them here. Okay. We're actually going to start planting fields of cucumbers here. We're doing little by little of everything we eat. Okay. And cucumbers are supposed to have a lot of silica. And my hair wasn't growing that crazy, but when I started taking this, it started growing like really fast. So here we go. I have eaten mostly vegetarian for many years with a lot of whole grains, and people can't believe I'm 51 and have no wrinkles. I've used aloe on my skin as my only skincare for 25 plus years. I think this has really helped. That's awesome. Cool. The ancient yogis say too much sugar causes wrinkles and weakens the body organs. I did way too much sugar for way too long. I think that might have been one of my issues. I think this is one of the reasons why I started becoming younger, like recently. Like yes, I've got wrinkles on my forehead that are, but right here, like I used to have crazy wrinkles. They're just like going away. I think a lot of this has to do with the sugar. Norman Walker lived to be 99. He was the only raw food eater that I know of that lived that old, but actually he ate, well, in his recipe books, he talks about egg yolks. It seems like he ate those every once in a while, and goat's cheese. These are the animal products I'm talking about would be the next most beneficial foods to the human body. He ate them probably because they have fat-soluble vitamins that you can't even get on a raw food diet. Like vitamin A, you can only get the pre-vitamins and only a certain amount converts. So Norman Walker lived to be 99, and one of his things that he always talked about was he would always do lemon water first thing in the morning. You guys know how I drink a lot of straight water in the morning, and I used to do the lemon juice in the morning, but I didn't like what it was doing to my teeth in terms I would feel like a film, and it just felt nasty. I thought it was like, I had this concept that maybe it was like taking away the enamel. So what he said was the benefit, if you do it with cold water, it helps the peristalsis of your colon, and hot water, it can help with like your liver. And also I've heard that it can help with like, from a raw food diet, we eat lots of oxalates, I eat lots of almond butters and things like this, and grains, that it can actually cleanse the liver of these things. So for 2 days now, I've been drinking, lime does the same thing. They don't have lemons out here, so I've been putting limes in my water. And the first day I was kind of pissed because I felt it on my teeth again. So what I do is I take a shot of it the second day, and it doesn't bother my teeth. And the first day, I also started to try to practice what I preach, because I've been eating these coconut wraps, and I know salads are key. I have been eating lots of salads. So that night, before I did the lemon juice, I had a huge salad. And then the next evening, I was like, I felt like this mucus coming up, like it was like a cleansing or something. And I would spit it out. I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to keep doing salads. But then I realized I did the lime juice also. And I think there's something to that. I did like a deeper cleansing. I think it was like a liver thing. I don't know, but I'm gonna start doing it every day. And the first day I had no issue. And then I shouldn't say these things, but I'm doing it anyways. It's the second day when I took the lime juice, which was today. When I peed just a little bit ago, it burned like crazy. Didn't do it the first time with the lime juice. I think it was like another cleansing thing. It's not the citric acid that's burning. I think it was just like acid coming out of the liver or something. I don't know. But I'm onto something here. I even feel like after I eat, I feel like I'm gonna spit up more mucus. Pretty attractive, huh? Cheers. Okay, so yeah, so I think that the over amount of sugar that I did for the last 18 years had a negative impact on me. What's a perfect breakfast? I personally feel if a person's not 100% raw, and I doubt that there's anybody watching who's 100% raw here, the number one food that I would recommend is eggs. Doesn't hurt animals, everybody. It has almost egg yolks is the best, cooked. My kids are 100% raw with egg yolks, and sometimes they do. And then after that would be goat's cheese. It just breaks down amino acids. This is just my standpoint. You break down wholesome animal foods like this. In the human body, it turns into amino acids and fatty acids. The amino acids builds up collagen, but you need other minerals in order to do that. It builds up bones, muscles, so many things. The fatty acids build up, they're responsible for the part of the cell wall, the brain, so many different aspects in the human body. When you eat starches, such as grains, yes, you get some vitamins and minerals, but that breaks down not into amino acids or fatty esters, it breaks down into glucose and fiber. That doesn't rebuild the human body, it just gives fuel to the human body. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, like, me personally, if I were to go off the raw food diet, which I'm not, I've been on a raw vegan diet for 20 years, the first foods I would eat would be these 2 animal products that don't harm animals. I feel like they're the most nourishing. They don't harm animals. What's the problem? If you get them from the correct sources, grass-fed, whatever. It's just eggs and dairy product, goat's products. Okay. So the perfect breakfast for the typical human being that's not raw, you get rid of the Fruit Loops and you replace it with maybe 2 to 4 eggs with avocado and cheese. That's like a very substantial breakfast. Goat's cheese. Okay. Okay. What works best for increasing facial volume or reducing facial fat loss due to aging? This is the type of aging that I see most 30-somethings experience more so than wrinkling. The main thing is diet. If we've already caused damage, then we can repair to some extent. And the best thing is to eliminate refined sugars and processed starches. What's up, Holistic Alignment? Hello, your raw friend. I'm joining Klein, popping in to say hello, Monarch. Keep doing you. Cool. Thanks, Abe. Now we've had 2 of my friends from college pop in and say hello. My juices look like Kool-Aid, someone said. Thanks, Taylor. I thought it looked like radioactive. No, I'm just kidding. What do you think about the idea of 3 meals a day versus grazing like herbivores? And then someone says, coffee enema opinion, I do them 3 years and super happy. How often for 3 years? I'm not a fan of doing enemas frequently anymore. Okay, what's up, Rod? Okay, so 2 to 3 meals a day versus grazing, that's what I do. I don't graze throughout the days, throughout the day. Every time you eat, you spike insulin. And we want to give a break to that because when insulin is not spiked, when you're not eating, this is called intermittent fasting, IGF-1 goes up. Every time you do insulin, insulin deactivates IGF-1. IGF-1 is the beauty hormone. It's like growth hormone. The pituitary gland makes growth hormone. Growth hormone goes to the liver, and the liver, from that message, creates IGF-1. So we want to have a good, properly functioning liver, number one. So eating crazy amounts of salads are key. And at the same time, we want to stay away from spiking our insulin all the time because they seesaw with each other. When insulin goes up, IGF-1 goes down. When insulin goes down, IGF-1, and if you're continually eating, insulin's always up. IGF-1 is critical for feeding something called GAG, which is called how do you say it? I actually have it here. Glycosaminoglycans, which is responsible, is a chemical that hydrates skin cells. It is what keeps our skin extremely young. So IGF-1 we want in our body as much as possible. So the more you intermittent fast, the more IGF-1 you have. The less you eat, the more you have. And the best ways to stimulate IGF-1 is to first off eliminate refined sugars and processed starches. Fat is really good because it's neutral. It's really good for that. Moderate amounts of protein can do that. Sleep and exercise. High intensity interval training. The best thing for boosting IGF-1 is number one, to stop eating all throughout the day so insulin doesn't spike all the time. And 2 is to sprint. Sprint as fast as you can until you can't go anymore, then walk until you get all your breath back, and then sprint as much as you can, and then walk. And this will also balance your metabolism out also. It's a good weight loss tool for people who can't lose weight. And if you could do that sprinting 8 times, you could build up to that. That would be really good. Okay. Every day, 1 session, coffee enemas for 3 years. Why? I should talk because I haven't done any colon cleansing in over 2 years now. I was addicted to it also at one point, and it's a mental trap versus more of a physical trap. What happens if you try to stop? You wouldn't even be able to. I went through it. Okay, Nina Cueva. I can get this product in Loja to go Vilcabamba. Yeah, we could do that for you. Just Facebook me. Is that kombucha you're drinking? If so, can I buy it? No, this is just cucumber juice, dude. I have warm lemon water every morning. Definitely helps dissolve mucus. Do you guys have food lying around so they can eat when they need? Who? Another Leah question. I also have a 2-year-old. What is your way of letting them eat when they want and not for schedules? Oh wow, there's all these questions. Okay. Okay, so I have my kids here every day, and then Angela, my ex-wife, has the kids for the times I don't have them here. So she's really good at routine. Like, she wakes up in the morning with them. She makes the food for everybody. If they want to eat it, they'll eat it. If they don't, they don't. Nothing's forced upon them. They're always asking for food all day long. And then when she has lunch, she makes food for everybody, and then dinner. Like, it's like she just makes food for herself, And then what does everybody else want? Araya likes, and the girls like eggs in the evening. I don't know. But when they're here, I don't do anything. I just like wait for them to say, hey, I want guacamole wraps. Araya will say that. So I'll make her guacamole wraps. Leandra will say, num num dada. That means she wants the food that I eat, which are my cinnamon wraps. These coconut wraps are really good. These are on at the rawfoodworld.com. Usually like $13 in the health food store. You can get them for like $5 if you get the variety pack and use Raw Food 7 coupon code on our website. I'll take these cinnamon coconut wraps. These are like fruit roll-ups made out of fat. I like more calories. Each one is like, because I want to build muscle. 70 calories. And I eat a lot of them. But anyway, I'll put just strawberries and almond butter on there. And then I make baby ones for her. Like I just rip it up into 16ths. I'll fold it in half to fourths. Fold it in half, a fourth into 2, maybe 8s, I guess I did. Okay. TheRawFoodWorld.com. I just got home from the dentist. My gums hurt. Seaweed oil for pain. Dentist told me to take Advil. I told her I don't take that. Rinse the organosilica in your mouth. There was actually a clinical study done that it helped repair. Dentists use this and it helped repair gums faster or something like that. So you could do that. I'm losing my hair. What can I do? Go to my YouTube channel and type hair loss. I did a whole entire kit on it. Do you guys have food lying around so they can eat when they need? We have coconut chips, nori nachos. Those are more dehydrated foods if they want it. Whoops, what did I do here? Hey, cancel. I can get this product in, okay. Let's look here. Hello from Berkeley, hello. Hey, Crystal, my video, oops, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. I hit the, you guys were seeing the other side. Okay. There's a product called DIM on our website, DIM. It's the most natural one that I've seen. When I sourced it, it uses brown rice as the filler. And it's a very small amount. I did flip the screen. When a person's losing their hair like you are, it's generally a cause from the conversion of a testosterone to DHT, which is a more powerful testosterone, which causes the hair follicles to die out. There's an enzyme that does this conversion. It's called 5-alpha reductase. Cruciferous vegetables is a way to kind of inactivate that enzyme. So DIM is like when you have one of these caps, it's literally like having 2 pounds of cruciferous vegetables. It will also help clean your liver. So the DIM would probably be good for your situation. Okay. 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 So stop doing enemas. Why do you have to do them every day if you've done it every day for 3 years? All right. Do you think you still have more? Trust me, I know how the mind works in your situation because I was there for more than 3 years. 10 years later, dude, I still had the same beliefs. And then finally, I stopped. Okay. Okay, here we go. Max Gerson saved your life. Don't get me wrong, enemas are a very powerful healing tool. They heal. They are the most, the health food institutes use it because they can help heal people from disease. It expedites the healing. A raw food diet or a cooked whole foods diet, improved diet with enemas is because when you improve your diet, you go through withdrawals and then the enemas remove it all. When a person eliminates coffee, they go through withdrawals and cravings. With this detox that they're going through, is not solid feces. It's like chemical, it's like gas. And the enemas actually remove that stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for them for healing disease. But when a person, it feels so good, you feel so clean and clear when you do it, it becomes addicting. But I'm not for doing it every day for the rest of your life. I mean, do it, see what happens. I'm telling you, there's repercussions in the long run. Can you recommend a book on medicinal herbalism? Not off the top of my head. Okay. Blood sugar and migrating motor complex works better if there are 4 to 6 hours between. Okay, so let's look here. Okay, now we're going to go back. Coconut water fast. All fasting, when a person eliminates coffee from their intake, that is a coffee fast. You've eliminated coffee from your intake, so you go through withdrawals, you detox. There is no cleanse pill you can take to cleanse or drink or green juice or anything like that. When you eliminate something from your intake, you go through cleansing, fasting. So if a person eliminates coffee, that's one ingredient. If you eliminate coffee, cigarettes, soda, and alcohol at the same time, you're going to be going through withdrawals of 4 things. Now, someone's asking if they could go on a coconut water fast. Yes, you can. You're eliminating everything from your diet but coconut water. So you're going to cleanse everything. It's intense. I recommend, instead of fasting for people, to make permanent improvements on their diet. Me personally, I went crazy, raw food right away, did crazy amounts of enemas. I missed all the fun in between foods, like vegan junk food. I missed out on like so much stuff. Like if you go full speed, your body starts to require less food. If you go backwards, since your body requires less food, you're going to gain more weight by eating less than you used to eat. It's just like, so this woman is saying they're raw vegan for almost 2 years, but never fasted. Why fast? Why not just continue? For spiritual reasons, you might want it. It might be fun, I mean, to figure that out. Okay, here we are. What's up, Elise? Elise is a past retreat guest. Some amazing, she lost 60 pounds since the retreat. She sent me something that is ridiculously amazing. We're talking magical healing stuff. Like I'm always talking about this placebo effect and belief on healing. This is like out of this world. I'm waiting till the week where I talk about spiritual healing for my weekly regimen. Okay. I have fibroids, and since I'm super skinny, it's very obvious. I'm vegetarian, but as you stated, I don't have the best diet. I eat a lot of cheese, organic mostly, but I have had fibroids for a while, and I'd like your help possible to understand. You just have to eliminate the refined sugar and processed starches, and that generally it heals high blood pressure, low blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, low cholesterol. I've seen it happen with everything. Fibroid, my friend healed from PCOS. It's not rocket science. We just have to eliminate the cause. It's the answer to everybody. Do you use cell phones? If so, do you protect yourself from the radiation? Every time I use one, I get a headache. I have a cell phone. I'm actually using it right now, and an iPad and a computer. We need it in today's day and age, or I do. And I actually have this phone case that blocks radiation. It's pretty cool. Whether it works, I'm not 100% sure. But I use speaker. I never put it up to my head because I will feel it, and I don't like that. I always use speaker. And I mainly communicate on Skype with people versus a cell phone. I can't stand cell phones, putting it to my head. Okay, let's see here. How many months supply is it? Good to order of the quintessential to see the effect. I live in Australia, so I guess probably cheaper to order more at once. Save on postage, I guess, than ordering at a time. Yeah, you can do that. There's 30 vials in here, so you could do one a day, or you can do once every 3 days or whatever, but it's mainly a 30-day supply. I've been eating raw. Should I up my caloric intake? I usually keep my calories at 1,200. Raw calories and other calories are different. I actually have another weekly regimen I'm going to be doing. It's going to probably be myth busting, and we're going to talk about calories there. It's more about how you feel. All right. How we doing? How we doing? I think we nailed all the questions here. All right, everybody. So what we have here is right now, there's 3 days left to get the organosilica at the discounted price. March and April's at cost specials are both available right now. And the best skin ever is below cost, and the Living Libations shampoos are at cost. This is the best time of the month to order. We appreciate your support. Go to therawfoodworld.com. If you're not on our newsletter list, join our newsletter list, because I've gone crazy with articles. I'm bringing back the old days. I've been nonstop. I'm going all the way here. There's no 20-year raw food pioneers left. They've all become 300 pounds, have been caught eating refined sugar poured on cereal, or the older guys admit to eating 80% raw. So here we go. I'm ready to do this. I'm building my body up with crazy amounts of exercise. And we're about to rock the house. It's the Shine On conditioner and sea buckthorn shampoo that I just experimented with, and it's making it bouncy, like Crystal said. And tomorrow, I'm gonna be sharing with my newsletter list. Go to therawfoodworld.com and join the newsletter list. Just in any of those spaces where it says join newsletter, I'm gonna be sharing my beauty regimen and all my tips and the products I use. And then the following day, Thursday, I'm gonna share this anti-wrinkle technique that I've been doing that's been eliminating my wrinkles here. It's pretty crazy. Anyway. Thanks for tuning in. Use the coupon code RAWFOOD7, and we'll see you later. Ding, ding.